Welcome to Florida Men on Florida Man with Greg, Wayne, Josh, and Cameron, the podcast where Floridians discuss the legends, lore, and crazy stories that always seem to take place in Florida. This is a very special episode because we are live on location at Gatorland. And Gatorland is a 110-acre theme park and wildlife preserve located here in Florida. And we have two new friends with us, Brandon and Danny. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us what you do here at the park?
Well, I'm Danny. I'm part of the entertainment team at the park. So we take care of all the alligators, all the reptiles, pretty much everything but the mammals.
Come on, that's cool.
Yep. And I'm Brandon, and I'm the director of media relations. Also used to be part of the entertainment team. That's how I started here. But now I just, handle all the celebrities and the film crews want to come in and have some fun and still get out there and get in it with Danny and his team.
That's awesome. Incredible.
And I just want to point out, your shirt says Gator Expert, which is that like a certification or is that like
it's a lie?
That's a
title.
title.
It is. I mean, we're all kind of Gator experts here, but they told me to put it on because it looks better on camera.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I'm super impressed.
We know you guys don't know what it all the information, so we just make it up, and it says expert, so you guys believe it.
I feel safer sitting next to you, though. So it worked on me.
Yeah, right?
Well, I wanted to kind of describe, for those who are listening, where we are. Just right behind us, actually.
Okay.
I saw about a dozen just massive gators.
Yeah.
And Josh
they were looking, too. They were approaching. And,
when Josh walked up.
Yeah, I'm not nervous. I have a natural tremble in my voice, so that's it. Like, I don't think anything would happen. Obviously, there's fences between us.
And experts.
And experts.
Yeah. There's fences between you for now.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
How many gators are behind us?
So here, right behind us is our 10-acre breed marsh, and we have about 200 alligators out there, both male and female. They're some of our largest in the park. Up in the front of our park, we have a big 15-acre pond that houses about the same amount of gators, and then we got crocodiles as well. So our largest out here in the breed marsh, his name's Buggy. He's 13 feet 8 inches and about 1,200 pounds.
Come on.
Okay.
I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah. I was worried there were going to be some facts that scared me, but no.
Right out of the
gate. All part of the course.
I love it. Well, hey, we're going to transition over to headlines. We're going to hang out with Danny and Brandon the whole show, but we're going to keep things traditional and cover some Florida Man headlines.
Let's do it. Okay, headlines.
All
right, so we have a Florida man inmate, all right, who was picked up for, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, kidnapping a child, battery on a police officer or firefighter, and then a prior escape charge. But that's not what made the headlines this week. It was the fact that he tried to escape again. And so what happened was before he was arrested, he ended up shoving a cell phone up the back end.
Okay.
And so
of his truck? Of his truck?
Yeah, no, of himself.
Okay.
And so they ended up needing to take him to a hospital.
Cell phone, though. Cell phones are getting bigger and
the
wider.
Cell phone, yeah, they're wide.
This isn't like a Nokia.
No. So they took him to the hospital and gave him some medicine to give him, try to get him a bowel movement.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so the cop is with him. He basically puts him in the bathroom. He's like, all right, stay in there until something happens.
Okay.
And so the cop kind of checks on him at one point. He's like, knocks on the door, no answer. They go in. They realize he escaped through the ceiling.
Okay.
So the dude's running around
with a cell phone up the...
Right, but he has GPS tracking.
Oh, my. Don't you dare.
Okay, I mean, it is like in his body.
Good God.
So they run him down really quick. They find him in the parking
So they did,
garage.
like, find my phone?
They pinged him. Yeah. They pinged him. And so anyways, they find him, bring him back, and they're like, dude, you got to sit in here.
Yeah.
We just need this out. But anyways, yeah. So this is the second escape charge that he had.
I don't think not having to go to the bathroom would be my problem with getting a phone out of my posterior. I think it's more about dimensions.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
I mean, there's
you
a lot of
couldn't-
issues
You
there.
couldn't give me a medicine where that would happen easily.
No.
That's all
Did
I'm
they
saying.
call him though?
No. Well, they called him. They texted him first and
Good.
said, "Hey, can you chat?" And then he didn't
Yeah.
text back, so they didn't call.
They're like, he ran away again.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So our next one, we have a Florida man, police sergeant.
Cool.
Okay. For Pinellas Deputy Sheriff Office that ended up. He's one of the firearm trainers.
Okay.
So he helps train the police officers there. Well, he went up to one of his bosses and was like, "Hey, is it okay if we use, ammunition from the police department for training?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, I mean that's what we do." And he's like, "Personal training though? Can we use it for personal training?" He's like,
Personal
"Yeah, that should be fine." So this guy goes to the armory and says, "Hey, man, my boss said it's cool for me to take some ammo."
Okay.
He ends up taking 5,000 rounds of ammo, priced about $5,000 to $6,000.
Well, it depends on what they were practicing.
Well, he takes it home in his personal car.
Okay. There you go.
He plans on taking it to a family property to shoot it. So he has no plans.
He's honing his skills to be.
He's training
better,
himself.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's training himself.
So he didn't lie.
No,
yeah, it's not a bad thing.
It's
not bad.
it's
terrible.
not necessarily the worst thing in the world, except the fact that it was like $6,000 in
That's
ammo.
$1 a bullet.
Wow.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I didn't know
And
bullets
so-
were that cheap.
No, they're not cheap at all, especially right now. And so, anyways, they ended up finding this out. Okay, they track it down. They're like, "Yeah, we're missing thousands."
Yeah, I think
Of
that
thousands of
probably
rounds.
takes up a lot of shelf space.
Yeah,
And it's noticeable. You're like, wait, was something there?
it's very obvious too, because I feel like that 5,000 rounds is going to be a lot of weight too.
Yeah.
You're probably using a cart.
You're going to use a wagon of some sort,
Yeah.
to get that out. But anyways, he was demoted because of that, and so for stealing bullets.
But he kept his job?
Yeah, he kept his job.
Huh.
Demoted.
Did he have to return any?
Yeah, he had to return it all.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
geez.
thing is, I don't even think he had the chance to shoot it yet, and so he basically got it home, and they're like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we have guns, but we can't shoot
Well,
any of
actually,
them.
what gave it away is he wore that Rambo vest of bullets,
Right.
around his chest the whole
So
time.
he showed up to work the
and
next
they were
day?
just like, "I think that's supposed to be on the shelf, my guy.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
just
yeah.
take that."
Something's wrong here.
He's
The
like, "I'm
only
practicing."
reason I want a gun is so I can have that.
All right, so our next one, we have a Florida man who spent 30 years building a castle here in Florida. So this guy basically was in the library one day.
Okay.
Okay,
He's
he
single.
finds this book.
Isn't he?
He finds this book on ancient Ireland castles.
Okay.
Flipping through it, and
Good
he
guy.
finds one that's pretty small, relatively small. I mean, it's a castle.
Yeah.
He's like, that one I could probably build.
Okay.
Okay.
bet?
And
There's-
so he-
nobody was talking to him and
Nobody
betting
was-
against him.
Nobody
He's
was
like,
wondering
I
if
could
you
build that.
could. Right.
Like some little kid's like, sir, what? I
So-
could build that. Don't say I can't.
He ends up replicating Ireland's 12th century Lahort Castle
Oh,
in
that's a good
Wellington,
one.
Florida.
Yeah.
I love the Lahort.
It takes him 30 years and $500,000 to build this. It's about 4,500 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 2 fireplaces, a 3-car
Is he
detached.
paying you for this?
I'm like Zillow ad right now. A 3-car detached garage. But now his wife is like, it's too big.
Okay.
I can't clean it.
Oh, they're living in it?
They live in it.
If he's
Okay.
building a castle, why
Yeah.
is he putting a garage on it? That's not authentic.
Yeah,
No.
the
Thank you.
detached
That's true.
garage is fishy.
That's true.
Yeah, and so, anyways, they also have an escape hatch in the
Okay.
bathroom right under the toilet. So
Because
As
it's
in case
tradition.
the English arrive.
right,
You got to be able to go.
You're able to go down the escape hatch and end up in one of the towers.
I want to touch a point on what Brandon said, because at this point the guy's just building a house. And
Oh, yeah.
he's calling it a castle, and he's like, "Yeah, it's still Lahore," and no one's challenging him on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has a moat too. I mean, it is a
Jesus.
castle.
Okay.
And
Nice.
they're selling it right now for $825,000.
Did they reach out to you guys to fill the moat at all?
They should have. You can't
We
have a
could've
boat
filled it
without
up.
alligators and
I know.
crocodiles in it.
Rule 1.
that would be super.
We'll have to reach
cool.
out to him.
Like
That's a
cross
boring
promo
moat.
this. Yeah, that'd be
Anybody
cool.
can swim across the 8-foot moat.
Right.
The point of it's to put gators.
I do want to know, though, if you're sitting on the toilet and hit the flusher, do you go down the escape hatch?
Yep.
That's
Come
actually
on.
that
It's a
would be really
2-flush
cool.
thing. So
Yeah.
it's like,
If you hit the wrong button, you're out of there.
Yeah.
That's how the man escaped earlier with the cell phone.
That's right. Exactly.
Exactly. He's like, "I'm out."
All right. So our next one is about a Florida woman. All right. Late night McDonald's runs.
Yeah.
wow. Love them.
You love them. You love them more when you've been drinking for a little bit. Well,
okay, sure.
She's weaving in and out of the drive-through. Okay. So McDonald's like, she's
just like 50 feet.
She's holding traffic.
It's
yeah,
not-
I don't know how much weaving you can do in a drive-through, but that's what the article says. And so cops show up. She refuses to do a sobriety test.
Okay.
She's she's pretty irate. She's
probably
upset.
like, just let me get this burger down.
She's exactly
fries,
I'll
everything.
sober up really quick with some
Yeah.
chicken nuggets. But they ended up placing her in the police car during the ride to jail. She's like, "Just take me home. Let's forget about all this."
Okay, well, that's a good
And the cops
negotiation.
like, sure, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they get her to jail.
Oh, no.
They find an 8-pack
Oh,
of
gosh.
vodka.
Okay.
An 8-pack of vodka in her bra.
Okay.
They sell
Wow.
8 packs of vodka?
I didn't know
I
that
didn't know they sold
I didn't know
packs
they
of
come in
vodka.
packs.
I've
She's
seen
there to
bottles.
party.
Like,
Minis?
it must be the minis.
I think
Gotta
it's
be
the
the
mini
minis.
ones.
Were they full though? Because
Wow.
There was
if they're
one
full, she was
missing.
doing good.
One missing.
There was one missing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So she would have been fine after a burger.
Yeah, she had plans all night for that.
I
one.
love. Okay, I just want to say, if you're listening and you ever find yourself in the back of a squad car,
Please.
just ask nicely to go home.
Right, yeah.
It may work, honestly.
I think the cop that stole the 5,000 rounds was also just let's forget about this.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's
Just
take
go
me home.
home.
Don't
Yeah,
worry about
it's like
it.
the go-to.
You're fine.
Maybe
but-
say like, do you want to party too?
right.
just in
Just take
case.
me home. We can party.
So I did want to hit on some of we've had tons of Florida man stories. We have these every week. We do about 6 every week, and through the last 2 years that we've done this, alligators come up all the time.
Yeah. Oh
every
yeah.
other
That's
week.
the main
Yes.
Florida man right there.
It
Yeah.
is. It's like you're not Florida man unless you've used an alligator as some sort of weapon,
Right.
Or
Yeah. Yep.
as a pet,
Yep.
or as a distraction,
Right.
True.
and so or a vehicle.
Yeah.
We've had that as
We
well.
had that.
But one of our first episodes that we did ever was about this Florida man that broke into a alligator farm in St. Augustine.
Yeah,
Okay?
and we'll tell the listeners, you don't have to go back and listen to that episode. No need.
Yeah. Stay on the new ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay on the new ones.
But anyways, whoa, I think we almost got hit by a bird. So anyways,
Live at Gatorland.
right. This Florida man broke into this alligator farm late at night. Nobody's there. Okay. He jumps a fence straight into a pond full of crocodiles, actually. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
He swims in there for like 45 minutes
Yeah.
in an alligator farm or a crocodile
Still
pond.
sounds normal.
Right.
For Florida.
Then eventually the crocs are like, what is this dude doing? Like, we're kind of upset by this.
Splashing. He's splashing
He's
a little
splashing.
too much. Irritates
More
them.
likely.
He ends up getting a little bit of a nip on the leg. Okay.
Okay.
But the
Like a
big
friendly,
thing is,
just get out of my house.
get out of my house.
Yeah.
We don't want you. We're trying to be nice and friendly,
Yeah.
But anyways, he ends up leaving. Okay. He's walking home. They find a croc shoe.
Yep.
He left a croc shoe in the croc pond. Okay. And like the most classic Florida man story
And that's
of all
how they
time.
busted
It's
him?
That's how
unreal.
they busted him. Yeah. They find him walking with one croc down
That's
the
against
street.
the law by itself. So they're
Yeah.
like, something's fishy here.
Right.
I feel like at the time when we first did this headline, Crocs, the shoes should have been illegal.
Okay, yeah.
But
I
now
don't
they're
know about
coming
that.
back in.
This guy
this
loves them.
summer, this summer
Cameron loves
season.
them.
I've seen
They've
people
always
wear
been
Crocs.
popular.
He might have
Have
just
they?
been trying to return it. He was
I think
leaving
so.
the Crocs.
I
I
feel
was
like
confused by the verbiage on the sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
Take my shoe.
Yeah,
that's
take
one
a
of those
croc,
things
leave
where
a
the
croc.
cops would be like, "Oh, you got bit. You're good."
Now, is
Yeah.
this why Gatorland has fences? Keep people out?
For the most part, and keep the alligators and crocodiles in.
Nice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you have any problems with patrons swimming?
Swimming?
No, not at all.
No desire?
Not at all.
We
Good
got
deal.
security locked up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I
If they
mean,
do, then
Rest in peace.
we haven't known about it yet.
It's also extremely scary here at night. So
Yeah.
I feel
Oh,
like anyone that even tried would be scared off rip and just go
I mean,
back
that's
home.
the thing is like, what was the guy doing? I think it was past midnight.
Drugs. He's probably doing
It
drugs.
was drugs.
He was
It
on
was drugs.
something. He had to be on something.
Yeah. We also had, this is probably one of the most famous Florida man stories of all time. Was this happened a few years ago where a guy just randomly threw a 4.5 foot alligator into a
the
Wendy's
drive-thru?
drive-through.
Yeah.
Which, oh my gosh, like they don't get paid enough to have flying gators coming through their window. They don't get paid enough for like dealing with anybody, throwing stuff at them. But an alligator,
Yeah, that's really where I quit.
right now in your position,
Yep.
I know you guys deal with
Huck a lot of
alligators.
gators. Hucking gators all day.
You deal with alligators all the time, right? But what happens if you if you're out at a restaurant, you're not expecting a gator, okay, or
Yeah.
any kind of animal
This is a good
flying
question.
at you.
This is a
Are
good
you
question.
scared at this, or like, is this like a startling situation?
I would
for
not
you?
be.
Okay, so you're at a Red Lobster. Someone walks in,
Let's set
hucks
the
a
place.
5-foot gator in your vicinity. Everybody clears. What do?
The Florida man thing, catch the alligator.
That's what I'm talking
There
about.
he is. And that's why we have the experts, and that's why it says expert on their shirts.
We bring
Legend.
alligators all around to like schools and other
Jeez.
properties. So an alligator outside of this realm
Yeah.
doesn't
You're not
seem
put
like
off
it would
by
be a big deal.
All right, and so Josh, what would be your first? Red Lobster, you're enjoying a nice shrimp
Probably pretty
scampi.
similar.
Right.
Yeah,
Be the
I'd
hero.
Get a
would
good
catch
pet. You know, what you got? You have to flip them over, right, and then pet their belly, and they fall asleep. Did I read that right?
Yeah, try that sometime.
Just ask them nicely. And
Yeah.
they roll
Will
over.
you roll over? I'll give you a little tickle.
A little pet.
Not true at all. Not true at all.
Oh.
Yeah,
there
we don't
it
want
is.
to spread misinformation.
No, not at all. Stay away from them, right? Call the
Yeah.
experts.
Hey, fellas.
Hey,
Hey,
Josh.
Josh.
So we're here, Gatorland.
Yeah,
and
right.
I've
Lovely place.
got a quiz for the experts. These are herpetology related.
Okay.
And
By experts, you mean Cameron and myself.
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
And because your shirt says
Right, let me check my
expert
shirt,
at
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
you're a jerk.
So what I've prepared, you guys will probably know like right off the bat. So I'm going to team you up with a couple dum-dums just to dumb down your knowledge.
Just to be clear, we're the dum-dums.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Cameron, Danny.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
And I'll jump on Brandon's team.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. So question 1. Reptiles can be scary,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'd say.
Personally, especially when they wear like a bolo tie or a beret. I'm like, that's scary because that's not natural.
Right.
Okay.
It just seems unusual to me. On a similar note, in Christopher Lambert's 1995 hit movie Mortal Kombat, the character Reptile, in his invisible lizard form, follows a group of good guy fighters into the outworld. A fight starts between good guy fighter and invisible lizard. You guys are following, right?
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
so
it.
far.
And during that struggle, good guy fighter throws Reptile into a human-shaped stone sculpture.
Okay.
Okay.
That's called a statue.
Yeah.
Statue. Okay.
Yep.
I knew there was a word. I brought up thesaurus.com. Nothing. It didn't have anything. Please describe what happens next.
That's okay. What
Cameron, I'll
happens?
let you take this one.
As experts,
I just want
in
to
the field.
clarify. We're on the show with actual reptile experts, and you throw a Mortal Kombat question.
I believe I said the guy's name's Reptile.
Okay.
And yeah, when you're going and you're going to meet experts in the field.
I see. You Googled search the term reptile and took the first question you found.
Third question.
Okay. What happened next in Mortal Kombat?
Oh, okay. It's multiple choice.
Okay,
Sorry, I
please.
forgot.
Thank
That's
God.
way
Thank you
easier.
so much.
What happens next? Does that statue? I had statue. Statue explode?
Okay.
Does that statue turn into a ninja?
Okay.
Does that statue implode and create a black hole that sucks other snakes and lizards toward it?
Okay.
Scary. Or does that statue burp and then we hear Christopher Lambert's laugh?
Okay. Okay. Brandon, what are you leaning towards?
What's your gut say?
Well, my gut says that the statue explodes.
Okay.
Okay.
Same. That's what I was
You
going to
get
say.
thrown into a statue. It's
That would
probably
be
going to break.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mortal Kombat.
But wasn't there like an
now.
invisible lizard at some point?
That's a reptile. Yeah.
Um,
Tossed into the statue.
I like the black hole one. It implodes.
Yep.
It doesn't sound plausible.
None of it does.
It's
You're
95.
saying
Their budget wasn't that big.
a question that I said there was an invisible reptile, and you said a black hole doesn't seem.
All right, give us the answer.
I see what you're saying.
Oh well, it turns into a ninja. That's reptile. And
Okay.
they
That's the
start
answer?
That's the answer, yeah.
Obviously.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought y'all were
That's
really...
what I was thinking. the
Yeah,
whole
see?
time.
Thank you.
I think
Dumped
Danny and
them
Cameron
down.
get a point because he did.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
We'll take it.
Question 2.
Come
Okay.
on, man.
Sorry, I gave her a point
It's
away.
okay. Don't worry about it. We got this next one.
Yeah, we do.
Since I did a lot of reading on this subject, I heard that hoop snakes were real.
Okay.
Hoop snakes.
Yeah, this
Hoop
is a snake
snakes.
that bites its tail and then rolls towards you, which seems hard to get away from. They were endangered. That is until Limp Bizkit released the song "Rollin'," and then you saw little kids like rolling these hoop snakes down the street. That hype actually killed them off. For something along the same line, which one of these items goes by the nickname Alligator Pear?
Okay.
Alligator Pear.
Is it the Excelsior cucumber, which was a genetically grown cucumber using CRISPR?
Okay.
Was it the traditional avocado to make guacamole?
Okay.
Guacamole.
Was it an inedible pear known for its rough texture?
Okay.
Or was the alligator pear a nickname for Louisiana-born NASCAR racer Al Perry?
Okay.
I like that one.
That's
Yeah?
a good answer right there.
I like that one.
It's a
Danny?
good nickname as well. I'm going with your answer.
let's
there.
do that
Alligator
one.
pear.
What do you think, Brandon?
What was the first one again?
The Excelsior cucumber.
And what was it called? The alligator pear?
Yep. Nickname alligator pear.
I'm good.
Like pear, like
Pear.
like fruit?
I'm cool with, yeah.
I like the cucumber.
Same.
Excelsior
Okay.
cucumber.
Okay.
Genetically
I see what
grown
it is.
cucumber using CRISPR.
Wait.
That's true?
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
It's actually the traditional avocado
Oh, what?
was nicknamed the alligator pear.
I will
The
say.
avocado.
I was not guessing that one.
You guys need to jump on the guacamole.
God,
If you guys
you
don't
get a good
serve,
We
batch
should
of-
definitely serve some crocodile.
you don't serve guacamole already. That needs to be added to the menu.
Sounds delicious.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, 2 more questions. The 4th question actually involves photos, but
Okay.
the 3rd question does not. So, snakes with wings, huh? That ain't a thing, thank
Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Snakes that fly, my oh my.
Right.
In the 2006 Samuel L. Jackson movie, Snakes on a Plane, how did the snakes get on the plane?
Huh.
Was it a time release crate in the cargo hold? Was it via the dinner service cart? Was it they made their way up the landing gear, which seems possible?
Yeah.
That does seem plausible.
Were they brought in via suitcases by a nefarious bad guy?
Oh, I never saw the movie.
I never
Time
saw
released.
it either.
Time release.
Time release.
You've seen this
capsules.
movie,
Brandon
haven't
said
you,
it with
Brandon?
confidence.
I've never seen it either,
I've
somehow.
seen the movie.
That's
That's
my
it.
teammate. That's my teammate.
He got it right. Time
Yes.
release
Oh.
crate.
Let
on.
me just say, when that movie came out, a group of us here at Gatorland totally went and saw that
Come
opening
on.
night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
How was it?
As good as you might think it is.
Good deal.
I think
We're
we're
not
tied.
missing much, is what he said.
I think we're tied.
Yeah, I think you are tied. So
Okay.
this is the final question. This is to win it all. This is worth
Yeah.
50 points always.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Right.
Okay.
So really, number 2 didn't have a chance. This question is actually inspired by the Christopher Nolan film Memento.
Okay.
So if you've seen it, you probably get this right. Okay. Here is a picture of 2 reptiles.
Oh, I
Cam,
have
would you
them.
hold them up
Yes.
for me? I have to take you out of the quiz since you can see the answers.
Oh, okay.
One is probably an alligator. One is probably a crocodile.
They both. Yep. Okay.
Problem is they both have short-term memory amnesia problems, just like Memento. Please help them identify themselves.
Okay.
So,
They look
Wayne, do you
identical.
want to describe what you're seeing? I mean, well, to the novice.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that role. Okay, so there's 2 pictures Cameron's holding up. I just want to clarify they're cartoon.
Well, yeah, I didn't want. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I don't want to scare
I
anybody.
can't draw a real gator.
Right. Okay. So one looks like an
Or a
alligator.
crocodile.
They both look identical. Right. I'm almost positive they're identical.
Well, to the novice, yeah. But to the experts,
Okay.
you guys
Yeah.
want to chime in here?
Yeah, you're missing one small thing.
Okay.
The one on the left, if you look at the one on the left,
I see that.
you see it has 4 teeth on the bottom facing down
Yep.
and 1 facing up.
Okay.
That's what a crocodile would have because you can see all their
Oh my
teeth.
goodness.
So the
Okay.
tooth up is an indicator.
That was Cameron's teammate.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a shot?
Danny.
See if he's correct?
Well,
I don't want to put
Dan-
you up against each other.
Danny is correct on that. But also, listen, There's no such thing as a green alligator.
These
green
are
crocodile.
interpretations, artist liberties.
Yeah, I mean that's the sad thing about it. But yes, with alligators, listen, you're only going to see some of those top teeth sticking out because their noses are broader. They're more U-shaped.
Okay.
Crocodiles, you see a lot of the teeth because their noses are long and skinny like the letter V. That's the easiest way to tell them apart. Crocodiles get bigger than the alligators.
How are you getting all this from this picture?
I mean, that's just part of being an alligator expert. And knowing
to
it.
earn the badge, you got to do this quiz.
You're working for that 50 points. I see.
The alligator is pretty spot on. Other than its color, an alligator's spot on. A crocodile, you're way off.
Amen.
Let's check the answers.
Check the answer.
This one with the extra 2 says, "Yeah, I'm the croc."
Yep.
I'm not.
spot on.
I knew this wasn't going to be tough for them.
The other one says, "Guess what? I'm an alligator, my dudes."
My dude.
You're right. You guys are right.
Now,
So the experts win this round, and you two dummies lose.
what? Wait, they were on our team.
Just split teams up real quick.
I didn't know that was a possibility, but I like it.
Thank
Cool.
you. Thank you for joining us for the quiz.
Awesome. So, as we said earlier in the episode, we are here with Brandon and Danny. Both these guys have been at Gatorland for a little bit. So, if you guys maybe want to take a little extra time and just, what's your day-to-day like here at the park? We'll start with Brandon.
So, my day-to-day, it really all depends on what's going on. But a lot of times I'm here, I'm up in the, sounds boring, I'm up in the office answering emails. I get a film crew who wants to come in and film on a particular day. We're out here getting them behind the scenes, doing some tours, showing everybody around the park, helping Danny and his team out doing some of the shows if, they have a couple guys out on vacation or such, and we're super busy. That's pretty much my day-to-day. We have a lot of fun and enjoy doing this. And Danny, what's your day-to-day?
It's different every day, but
Yeah?
I mean, we have the shows that go on here, so we have the alligator shows, the snake shows, all that good stuff, and then just a lot of walking around covering different things. We do a lot of filming as well for like our social media.
Cool.
So we have
You
to
got to meet people just from the all over.
We meet some of the coolest people here. That's
all
probably
over.
the best part of the job.
Yeah,
The
that's
animals
what
are
I was thinking.
awesome,
Yeah.
but meeting some cool
But you
people
see
as well.
the animals every day. You're like, I know you. You're up to your old hijinks. But the people, you're like, who knows what's going to happen?
And then you get to bring the people in with the alligators and
Well,
animals.
you don't have to.
awesome.
It's
Yeah,
not.
no, we're doing it.
And just getting everybody, to experience what Gatorland's about, and
Right.
they might come in with a fear of alligators,
Yeah.
and we try our best to have them leave not having that fear anymore.
That's cool.
And better understanding.
No, I will say this, we are from Florida, born and raised, but we meet folks, like when we were at college, people who have never been to Florida.
Yeah.
So for them, alligators are these mystical creatures, right?
Oh,
yeah.
And then they get
Even
here.
for us, they are. I feel like.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
still
like,
are.
Not
Yeah.
known.
Right.
Yeah.
What would you say to somebody, as far as maybe they're just terrified of alligators, maybe a couple things that would make them feel a little better?
I mean, it sounds pretty redundant, but it's, they're definitely more afraid of us than we are of them.
Right.
Is it because we're bipedal and they don't understand the motion? Because that would trip me out.
I
right?
mean, yeah.
You think
maybe,
that's
who
why?
knows? But
Okay.
you ever hear that the myth of what do you do if you're being chased by an alligator? How do you get away?
Yeah. The zigzag,
Zigzag,
pattern.
Zigzag, yeah.
Yeah.
You ever
just
try to
drop a
run
croc.
zigzag?
I don't think I could run zigzag.
You can't. It's difficult. It's not true at all.
Who the hell's making this rule
I definitely
up?
ran last night.
Yeah, after
Zigzag?
the club, right?
Oh, zigzag.
Yeah,
I think an
exactly.
alligator made
From
that
somebody,
up.
though?
Yeah. No, it was made up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a story. And
By someone who wants people killed.
yeah, probably an old wife who want to see her husband get eaten.
Yeah.
I know a little fact to this is that what I've heard growing up, it was made up by Confederate soldiers a long time ago to get the Union soldiers eaten.
No way.
So this is a war strategy at this point.
Possibly.
Booby trap.
Yeah. But gators are very quick. I mean, they run about 7 to 9 miles an hour, which honestly doesn't seem fast, but they start at 9 miles an hour when they go.
That's insane.
And it's a first jump, first lunge, and then they lose their speed. So
That's me.
just
though.
run or
Yeah.
trip somebody and walk.
Yeah.
See, that was you?
Yeah. I get started fast, but 20 feet in, I'm done.
Gassed.
Yeah, I'm
Breathing
cooked.
heavily.
These calves
yeah.
are.
Well, we said
on fire.
early on there's 200 behind us.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in total in the park, how many gators do you have?
There's a little less than 3,000.
That number
3,000.
Insane.
That's gators and crocodiles.
Gators and
together.
crocodiles.
Right. Gators and crocs. Yep.
I can't even process that. Like how many alligators there are in this park. Like, and how many of them are like holdable. Like meaning they're like
well, they're all holdable.
under
I
3
guess,
feet.
dependent on strength,
so
right?
we have a photo opportunity where you can hold about a 3 to 4 foot alligator.
Okay, cool.
And so we have probably about 50 or 60 at that size that we use just specifically for that.
Right.
We switch them out every day. It's not the same one being used all day. They switch them out halfway.
That's cool.
Though it's also the size that we take to go out and do different programs and stuff around Florida and actually the whole United States. I mean, we travel everywhere with them, or did. Starting to get back.
Right.
But about that many there, and then we have our little babies that we pull out and do little encounters with. So, there's probably about 100 that we can be used for all those kind of experiences.
But it sounds like 100 out of 3,000. Sounds like you have a lot of big ones.
Well, we get like 200 babies every year, so we have a whole bunch of small ones that you can hold technically, but we don't allow a lot of people to hold.
Gators, they just continue to grow, right?
The males do, yes.
And they can grow up to 18 feet. I mean, I've only seen them with 4 feet. So that's just from the Googling. I don't know if that's true.
You stay off Google.
18 feet would freak me out, but that's got to be a fast
Even more
gator.
so than you already are.
Yeah, amen.
Now, I wanted to bring this up. You guys have Gatorland Global, right? That's your conservation arm. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we've been in the business since 1949. Florida's leaders in alligator safety and education, and again, been doing it for a long time. But we try to save as many alligators as we can. Here in Florida, alligators are a problem. I mean, they make the Florida man stories all the time.
Yeah,
right.
As you guys know, and people feed them, people touch them, mess with them. They get used to people. They become a problem.
Yeah.
They come too close.
Right.
And then
people are the problem.
pretty much, the laws that are in place to protect alligators are really to try and keep people from doing stupid things.
Right.
It doesn't work all the time, of course. But we try to save as many as we can. We can't save them all.
Yeah.
But we have a good relationship with some trappers in the area and a great relationship with Fish and Wildlife in the state. In fact, we help write some of the laws, with Fish and Wildlife.
Wow, that's
because
awesome.
we are the example.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's cool.
And also shout out to Savannah because she's grown it outside the states as well, going
Definitely,
to
yeah.
Cuba, to Jamaica,
very cool. Yep.
Australia.
So we work with not just alligators,
Unreal.
but crocodiles throughout the world. Endangered species, as Danny mentioned, Savannah Bowen, our crocodile enrichment coordinator, and our
That's a
head
title.
of Gatorland Global.
Wow.
So it's our conservation arm to help get these guys here at the park to help provide services to the groups that we work with in Cuba and Jamaica and in northern Australia.
Wow.
To provide whatever resource we can help them with to bring those numbers back up of those crocodiles. As part of Gatorland Global, we have our YouTube channel, Gatorland Vlogs, and we're filming constantly. Danny's known as Danger Danny.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
I was going to ask. I was like, is that Danger Danny?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I did want to bring that up because recently I saw a video, a spring break video, where you guys are slip and sliding.
That was
next
on
to
the
alligator.
wilder side of our.
Okay.
We have our YouTube. We try to use to help educate.
Yeah,
but we
right.
have our fun every once in a while.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Well, the gators got to have their fun.
Somebody was riding on a float next to the alligator.
I did. Did
Was
do
that you?
yeah.
Oh, okay. That was that. Oh, my God.
That's Danger Danny.
Yeah.
Now that's what Josh is going to be doing right after
Yes.
this.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
We were
And I'm
testing
done.
it out to make sure you could do it.
I got to go to the bathroom forever.
So how did you said it got started in 1949? Like how does something like this happen where obviously there's alligators that are here? Was it for education purposes or what really happened to where this started?
Yeah, so honestly, you think of Florida and all the old attractions that have come and gone. A lot of the gator places honestly started as gator farms where they farm raise, for the meat, the skin products, and things like that. And Gatorland actually started that way. And then in 1998, one end of our park, we're talking about conservation, helping these guys out. The other end of the park, we're harvesting alligators. It didn't go hand in hand anymore. So we stopped harvesting and became more of having them and the conservation of them, even though farming helps the conservation, honestly. It really does.
Right.
And the way that farming started was back in the 40s and 50s, gators were endangered here in Florida.
Wow,
You could go and hardly ever see one. Now there's 1.5 million to 2 million. But people got together, collected wild eggs, raise the babies, put them back in the wild, didn't stop poaching, and they're like, hold on, let's raise them, sell the meat, sell the skin products that took the money away from the poachers.
Okay.
The market flooded the market.
Incredible.
The black market of Gator products.
So it was actually like a tactic.
Yeah, back then it was, to help bring the numbers back up, and it did. It clearly did. But we stopped, farming and became more having them. We still hold our farming licenses. We're one of 30 in the state, so we're actually allowed to go out on public lands and get wild eggs with the state, with Fish and Wildlife. Wow. So that helps out the population in the wild. Cool. Also helps out our population here, bringing in some new genes and so on like that.
Right, because it is a law that you can't not only, obviously mess with an alligator, but any kind of eggs. Or I even saw something recently where somebody was arrested. This happened like a few days ago because they shot at an alligator in like a public pond, like in a neighborhood pond, and he was like, well, I was defending myself. God. Nobody really nobody really bought that story, but it was interesting because they were saying the law is it's illegal for you to do anything to an alligator. I mean, there's no or self-defense, which is interesting, but
if you technically still hunt alligators if you have the right licensing.
Right, yeah.
Even those guys can't even use a gun to hunt an alligator. Yeah. It's illegal in Florida to even touch a gun with the alligator.
Yep.
Jesus.
Even hunting.
Well, if the alligator has a gun, though.
And he probably has his other 18 feet as well. Right?
You get the jump on me.
Yeah. Now, Cameron mentioned a little bit ago how many kind of smaller animals you guys have. You have some here on set, right?
We got
that
something
bag's
here
moving.
with us. We got something here with us.
Oh, that bag
Are they
is
still
moving
in there? I almost
think
forgot
so. We
about
can
it.
check them
Come
real
on.
quick.
Yeah.
I was hoping that was like golf clubs or something.
Yeah, there's these two bags right off set.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Josh is sweating.
Well, I was going to blame the humidity and the air and my body shape.
Okay.
Well, that looks like a nice, friendly boy. He looks or girl. I don't know the difference.
Who?
All right.
Now,
I have weak hands. I couldn't hold it.
There's an alligator on set.
Yeah.
Yep. So this guy right here, I don't know. We honestly don't have a name for him yet. Probably.
This is Willie.
We'll call him Willie. Yeah,
there we go.
Willie.
Yeah,
Willie.
perfect.
Yeah, exactly. So he's actually about 3 years old, about 3 feet long. Gators grow about a foot a year for the first 6 years.
Okay.
They're only 6 inches long when they hatch out of the egg. Tiny. Yep. So it takes them a long time to get real big. You're going to notice that his mouth is secured with some electrical tape.
Right.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Reason we do that is to for protection from you guys or for you guys because we bring them around everywhere. But electrical tape's real stretchy. Don't have to use a lot of it. It's not as sticky as other tape, so it doesn't hurt them at all. But even at this size, very
he looks
strong
chill.
bite. Yeah, he's pretty used to being handled. I mean, these guys get used to it. They all have their own personality. Some more calm than others, but
he's saving his energy for when you
No,
exactly.
that's not happening.
Exactly.
This is about as close as Willie and I are getting.
Yeah, and when you do hold him, if he does wiggle, you hang on to him.
Yeah,
don't drop
wiggling
him.
Willie.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah.
If he pees on you, it's just Gatorade, so don't worry about it.
There you go.
I'll have a bottle ready.
Now, is that something that it's holdable by a non-gator expert?
Yeah.
Pass him down.
Who's ready?
Wayne wants to hold him.
Cameron, please.
Can I get somebody to hold my mic so I can hold this alligator?
This is new. I never thought this would be on the show.
Yeah, this is wow. So this is obviously.
I'll touch him.
If you're listening to this on the podcast, check out YouTube for the full. Whoa,
that was a lot of muscle. That flex.
Check out the YouTube video.
And Wayne's got weak forearms.
He does have weak forearms. Yeah.
Okay. Oof.
Oh,
right, so
that was
this
impressive.
Yeah, it was a big risk for me. I touched the tail when he wasn't looking.
Cameron, do you want to have a go?
So as far as the color,
I'll stay on. Oh, yeah. Well,
Brandon did say
not green.
This is an alligator, right?
Yeah, this is alligator. Only time they got green on them is if they get some algae growing on them, which can
Oh,
happen.
that's probably where
That's
the
it.
art is.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And look at his teeth. Josh, look at the teeth
are
there. You
down.
see? Down.
They're all
Don't really
going
see any
down.
sticking
Wow.
up. So
I
Gators
hired.
They got special grooves in the jaw that the teeth actually fit into because their jaws are so wide and more broad than a crocodile.
Now,
Yep.
I was going to say, I feel like this certifies me to be on the show.
I think
I'm
so.
the only guy on the show that's held an alligator.
We're gonna put expert on your shirt.
Pass him
actually.
over.
yeah, okay.
Am I certified to pass them off, or do you want to?
Yeah, you can if you want. It
handle
might be
giving?
more fun for us to watch.
Okay.
Yep.
Go here. I'll handle.
Just go
this.
ahead and put your hands exactly where his are.
Yep.
Yeah,
good,
get him.
you're
You
good,
got it.
you're
You're doing
good.
great.
They
Oh,
are
perfect.
Wow,
Perfect.
that was
Look
a
at
strong
that.
flex.
It wasn't a strong pass off.
Goodness
perfect.
great. It was a perfect pass off.
I'm afraid I would leave with a broken wrist. 'Cause
He
that
felt
was so quick.
stronger than me.
90% muscle.
That is
90%
insane.
muscle.
I
So
heard
just
that.
like you. Don't worry.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you so
pre-puberty, I
much.
was 90% muscle.
And he wasn't even on my team. Thank you so much, dude.
Once puberty hit, I was like,
it's a different feeling that I was. He's
It's a lot
softer
than you think, right?
a lot softer.
And as
Let's
far
give
as
us a little-
alligators go, this guy's almost a teenager.
Really? So he's kind of
Technically.
angsty.
Yeah,
Okay.
almost a
Oh, yeah.
teenager.
I'm not gonna.
like as a rebellion phase. Like, I don't
A
want to do
little
this
bit. They're
anymore.
starting to figure themselves out, and create a hierarchy if they're around some
Wow.
other ones. But they can't start reproducing until they're about 6 or 7 years old, which is about 6 or 7 feet long. That's when they're considered adults.
And this one's like 2 years old.
About 3.
3,
Yeah,
okay.
about 3.
Now Cameron's holding it now.
Yep.
But since Josh hasn't held it, he's technically
need.
Josh's alpha. This alligator is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
He would hold me if he was the
He's
alpha.
big spoon. You're little spoon.
All right,
I'll
Josh,
take
you gonna hold him?
No, I'm good.
If you don't
Are you
hold this,
sure?
you're gonna have to hold
Yeah.
the next one we're pulling.
Okay,
out.
I'll hold this one. I won't take what's in the bag.
All right. Danny, I think
I'll
we're
do the
gonna
pass off
him
of this one.
Okay. So Danny's.
I just worked wrists yesterday, so
Right,
I
yeah.
may be weak.
We're
Working
helping you
out the
Danny's got
Josh,
the
don't worry.
alligator.
All right. You're doing awesome.
Oh, he's
and
looking.
Josh
at
is
you.
holding an
Now,
alligator.
Danny, take off
He-
the tape.
Now,
Yeah, we can take the
Take
tape
off
off.
the tape
I
off.
want to
This
say
is a lot of eye contact. I feel like he wasn't making this eye contact.
now
You see, you can smell the fear.
Yeah.
that's true because when Cameron and I held him, he looked at the camera crew, and now he's staring at Josh in
Yeah,
the
he won't-
eyes.
He's keeping his eyes on Josh.
He's on me. He's on me no matter where
All
I
right.
turn him.
Now, Cameron, something I want you to do while Josh is holding it, all right?
Oh,
Just
cool. Perfect.
Take your finger, okay? You're going to take your finger and you're just going to rub it right over his eyeball.
Okay.
Just like right over, like actually touch the eyeball.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yep.
He's going night night.
Yeah.
Touch
he
the
is.
eyeball right
Like
there.
this?
So they
So
sink
sleepy.
down in the head.
Jeez. Okay,
in the
so this
socket
is
to
a lot
protect 'em.
like harder. Like
Yep,
the-
that's all skull.
That's all bone up there.
All bone, yep.
Wow.
But the eyes sink down, and then when he pops back up, you
Oh.
see that eyelid come across?
Double eyelids.
Yeah, that's a nictitating membrane built in.
I was gonna say
You
that.
Googled
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah. Nictitating membrane.
Nictitating membrane?
Yep. Built-in swimming goggle.
I said double eyelids just so that you guys knew what I was talking about.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
I'm good.
You're doing great.
Yeah, you good?
What's in the other
All right.
bag though? That's
There you go.
That's awesome.
okay. So Brandon just one-handed this alligator.
We can pull out what's in the next bag.
He's got it tucked away like a football right now. Just
Yes.
the expert. Now we have another bag over here. I don't know why I'm nervous.
I
about
don't
this
know
other
what's
bag.
in the other bag. Yeah,
I think because the gator came out first. Now I'm like,
I was just
okay.
expecting
This,
an alligator.
this should be easy. This is going to be pretty cool. This is a cool
Is it a
animal
bigger
that we have here at
alligator?
Gatorland. Now this one was a little history. This
Oh,
was a
Jesus
donation to us.
Christ.
Nope.
Yep. This was a donation to us. So somebody had this guy without the right licenses
Holy.
and permits.
Okay.
And just to let you know what it is, this is called a reticulated python.
Okay.
No need.
Okay.
These
Yeah.
guys,
What?
these guys
Can
are
it
the
reticulate
largest,
I just wanna
itself
clarify,
away
the
from me?
largest pythons in
The
the
expert
world.
just said he climbed in my shirt.
Yep. Here, give me a second. Let me
Holy-
set Willie down real quick.
Can we get a
Okay.
picture of this? He's literally in his shirt.
He's moving quick. This is a pretty snake. I'm no snake.
I've never seen a snake like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The,
isn't the normal color you get.
okay.
This is
The
not in
python. Yeah, the
nature.
python's wrapped around Danny's leg, and it's up his shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get caught in the shirt. They try to find a spot to hide.
Oh
I'm
my
not letting them
gosh.
go. There he is.
He's got some muscle.
But
All
yeah,
right.
this is not the normal color you would.
Okay. So
He's
very-
white and he's white, but he's checkered like black. He's got a yellow spot on his face.
Yep. So his name's Casper.
Oh, that's
Oh
good.
my
That's what he
gosh.
did. And
This
he's
guy.
still relatively young. I'm not sure the age because again he was
Okay.
donated to us.
Right.
Or actually more or less confiscated and given to us
Good.
by Fish and Wildlife.
Good. Oh,
wow.
But he's what's known as and it's big. I'm getting fancy
He's
here.
moving.
Okay.
He's on the
what's
move.
known as a paradoxal,
Okay.
which is a mixture of all kinds of different things like albino. Albinism, leucistic, which is leucism, normal phase of a reticulated python, normal color. So that's a checkering color that they have right
Yeah.
there, a checkered pattern and spotting. But they also
Wow.
call him cow. It looks like a cow.
Oh,
There we
yeah.
go.
Like a
Yeah,
cow,
dumb it
yeah.
down for us, please.
Yeah.
Is it about as big as a cow? He's a massive.
They're going to get big. These guys
Goodness.
can get to be 33 feet long.
Oh my gosh.
Largest snake in the world from Southeast Asia.
I'm a big fan of Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez, so I feel like
Yeah.
I know.
So you should hold it first.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's
You're-
not
no,
happening.
That's
thinking
an
Nicki
option to
Minaj.
hold that?
Yeah,
If you
can
want
hold
to.
it.
I don't
Not
want
a
to.
chance.
I don't.
Someone has to.
I don't think.
One
I
of
can
you
hold
guys
it.
have
Feels just
to.
like the alligator.
Yeah, it's the
Cameron,
same
I can't
thing.
imagine
smoother.
it does.
Yeah, but that one doesn't have his mouth taped shut.
That's
if,
okay.
if any of us were the outdoors type, it would be Cameron.
Nobody put rat perfume on
Cameron's
this morning, right?
Cameron's gone
yeah.
camping before.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Uh,
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
like
but
saying you
I've
ate a
never
brownies
seen
and
one
you're
of
a Boy
those.
Scout.
I've never seen those in the woods
Well,
here.
what if you stumble across one? You'll know what to do because
Yeah,
you've
you gotta
held one.
practice.
I don't want to say what
What
I
if
did.
I
You're-
threw this through the Wendy's window?
Oh,
Yeah.
you better be
You have
ready.
to know what to do.
I haven't been to a Wendy's since that article came out. Yeah.
Get over
All right, I
there,
think you're ready.
Cam.
Oh,
I think you're ready.
God,
Oh
I
my
don't know if I
gosh.
can do this one.
Here
It's
you go.
real
I'll hold your
easy,
mic.
Cameron. I promise you. Okay.
This is insane.
Can we tape its mouth?
We're gonna make you feel like
I'm gonna
Britney.
hold
We're
Cameron's
gonna make you feel like
microphone.
Britney Spears for a second.
The stinger's in the tail. Don't be
Okay.
worried.
Just gonna go up on your
Oh,
shoulder.
he's going on the neck.
It's going
I
over
love
his
that.
neck.
You're gonna be good. You're okay.
Oh my gosh.
Just
I'm immediately attracted to Cameron.
Don't forget
now.
to breathe.
Okay. The head's going my way. He's choking him out.
You're okay.
He's choking
You're good.
him out.
You're good. Keep breathing.
Okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
let it go.
Okay.
Where, Danny said,
go
"Let it
that
go where
way.
it wants."
Yep.
Let him
And it's-
control you.
okay.
You're
Yep,
doing
you're
great.
good. You're good. You're good. You're good. I promise you.
It helps when you breathe.
Okay.
It just sees. It thinks like you're a big tree and it just
Oh,
wants to climb on
Ooh,
you.
that's not good though.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he's going to the pit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
That
the,
heat
the tongue
spot.
flicking out.
He's
That's
going
not a
near
good
Cameron's
thing.
bum.
Yeah.
Oh, in the ear. Get him
it's
in the
going
ear.
for the jugular.
This is Cameron's sweet spot.
Cameron's done.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's a rear naked choke. Cameron's about to go out.
Hey,
Bro,
good job.
come
Perfect.
on.
Perfect.
Round of applause.
Gosh,
That's
great job.
huge.
Great
Great
job.
job. Great job.
Wow, that was
sweated through
grip.
another
Okay.
shirt.
How do you feel?
I feel I feel
Cameron's
stronger.
all steamed up.
Yeah.
Well,
There was
I mean,
a time
Brandon
where
was
I'm
telling-
like, this is it.
Brandon
He's
was
gonna
telling
choke me
Cameron
out.
to breathe. I thought he was talking to me because I was holding my breath. I was 5 feet away from the snake.
I just got choked out by a snake.
Oh my
But you
gosh!
survived. That's all.
Yeah.
that
I did
matters.
survive.
At least your your survival instinct was to just get quiet and stand. You didn't even ask for help
They kept,
or run.
I'm glad you guys were telling me to breathe.
Yeah.
And stay calm.
That-
But so you're telling me if I ran into one of those in the woods, the best thing to do would be pick it up and put it on my neck.
Not at all.
That's
You
calm.
probably
that
wouldn't even
calms
get the
him down.
chance to do that.
I will say, to bring this kind of back to me, I did have a headline the other day that the cops stopped a guy for a DUI or something, and they found a python in his car that he said was an emotional support animal.
There was an alligator story
Yeah, there's-
really recently.
Emotional support
And so
alligator.
I am.
Do you feel
my
supported?
emotions aren't? They're. I don't know if they're
You
supported.
didn't feel the comfort when
I
it was
didn't
on
feel the
over your
comfort.
shoulders?
That's a good
I
way to
will
put
say
it.
this: it's interesting being next to the pros, and just I mean, you guys obviously have supreme confidence with these animals,
Right. He's not gripping your neck like.
Oh, I was going to say, I think the
I'm
animal
sure
knows
he's
it.
felt it before. Cameron's like, you won't believe the strength.
Yeah.
You guys
You'll
can't
never
relate to
understand what I
this.
felt.
Well, hey, listen, we're honored to have you guys on the show.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Really.
we've had
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds of people write in asking us to cover Gatorland. So we're honored to be here. I think we're going to get some B-roll here shortly.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to feed some gators.
Feed some
Yeah.
gators.
We
but I wanna-
appreciate y'all coming through.
Absolutely. I wanted to say right now, Florida residents can get in at half the normal price, correct?
Yeah, so it's
Awesome.
$29.99 normally for adults and $19.99 for kids, which is ages 3 to 12. So if you're a Florida resident, bring your ID and show it there at the gate, and you can get half off that price.
Can you
That's
can you
good.
also really quick
Can
just
you
give
look,
us
look
some-
down to the right, Wayne?
some
Okay, there it is.
Josh is worried about the snake on the ground. Can you give us some highlights of what to expect here?
Oh yeah, man! You come on in. We got all kinds of fun stuff. A lot of hands-on. You can feed these guys. You can touch these guys. You can get up close and personal. You can see them. You watch our shows. We have two shows going on right now. Normally we have 3. One of them, just can't social distance properly
Right.
on it. But got on. We have a Screaming Gator zip line where you go zip lining over the alligators and crocodiles.
Okay.
We have a big what we call swamp buggy. So it's our off-road Gator off-road stomping adventure, something like that. I always mix it up. I always forget it. But it's a big swamp buggy ride. A lot of fun. So a lot of cool stuff to do and fun for all ages.
Right.
Oh,
That's
okay.
awesome.
What a
I would
cool
love
spot.
to see Josh on the zip line personally.
Okay. Well, yeah, you'd have a higher chance of me on zipline than holding that snake. Yeah.
Well, hey, we're honored again, Danny, Brandon. Thank
seriously.
you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Gatorland, check it out.
Please,
And
yeah.
we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.